I heard this thing, man, about, and I don't know how deep we want to go in this, man, but I do want to bring it up, man. This thing about which is kind of crazy to me, man. This Fat Leonard thing, man.
Fat Leonard.
Fat Leonard, man. Like
Let's
man,
talk
I
about
was reading reading an article, man. It wasn't a long article or anything like that, man. And I just wanted to briefly say, man, the reach that this guy had over there, man, was out of control. And I'm speaking on a little bit, man, because I was over there doing a lot of this time, man, and I heard this name before. Like, I have heard the name Fat Leonard before all this stuff came out.
Yeah.
So this ain't like the first time I hearing his name, but I didn't hear it in a bad light at the time, of what was going on. And I was a younger sailor at the time too, so I didn't know all the details to now, like, on what this guy was doing and how he was doing it. But just thinking back, man, it make you open your eyes up now as you older and be like, man, what in the heck was going on over there during this time? We got a guy over there that's getting information from sailors. When I say sailors, I'm talking about at the highest level.
Yeah.
And
they had a name for that group too. I don't know the name of it, but they had a name for like the group of people that was dealing with Fat Leonard.
Yeah. And think about this though, man. Like, the Navy itself, right? This is when a ship pull into anywhere, we talking about a lot of money, maybe sometime millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm gonna pick up all the contracts of every ship that pulls into anywhere for these millions of dollars.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take your contract.
Yeah, this a movie. This like a made for a movie.
Yes.
It's like a movie story, right?
Yes. I'm gonna take your contract every time, right? When you go somewhere. When you pull in, I got you though.
Yeah.
Anything you want, I got you.
So let's rewind for a second, right? What brought this whole Fat Leonard story back into the light was a chief, right? Was a chief who just got locked up.
Yes.
He was a first class at the time, Brooke Alonzo Parks.
Yes.
He 27 months. He owed over $25,000 that he's ordered to pay in restitution for connection with his guilty plea. But there was bribery going on. And a lot of stuff like that from him. Did you read the story about where he he was like requesting a hotel room at like a real
Ritz.
nice place? He said
Called Ritz, man.
He said he had a nice lady that he was gonna spend the night with, and he's like, man, it felt good to live like a king on an E6 budget.
Yeah, man. Wasn't that crazy, man? Then he said some stuff like, what you need? Tell the boss man. Let the boss man know what you guys need. I mean, what? So and he was signing. He was a logistic rate. So he was giving. I mean, he was signing
in, man.
He was signing off on a lot of stuff, man.
Getting it in. So Fat Leonard, Leonard Glenn Francis, Singapore-based ship husbanding company, right? And they the people that we pull into the pier. They kind of provide they provide pier services and stuff like that. Glenn Defense Marine Asia. It says he obtained classified military information and gained an edge over his competitors.
Yep. So man, think about millions of dollars. That's what we do over there. We always pull it into these ports over there and stuff. So every time we pull it in these ports, this guy was getting the contract.
He was getting them in,
every time, man. Oh my goodness. Just to think back on that, man. Like, that is crazy, man.
That's like a gangster. That's like a gangster move, man. Living good. Big dude too. Big fat.
Yeah, I think like 350, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, just to think about that alone, man. You're right, man. That's a movie right there, man. That's a movie.
And I mean, we see it like these different piers, and we see different things happen there. He was getting intel before ships came in about like different casualties and a whole bunch of other stuff, wasn't he?
Yeah, man. He was getting all the information, man. Like when I say he was getting all the services, man, all the services. If you had broken equipment, you had whatever, he was getting that business. He know exactly what's wrong with the ship. He know exactly where it's going, when it's pulling in there. And when you think about the terrorists and all that type of stuff. Think about all that stuff, man. Like when a ship goes somewhere, you think he the only one know? He can like tell somebody else that information, man. Somebody could be waiting on the pier. And when you think back on how dangerous that's dangerous, man. On how dangerous, letting everyone know the ship's schedule, you know, where we doing operations at.
And these were leaders.
They're leaders.
Giving them this information.
Leaders. Even though I'm not mistaken, man, I could be wrong. You guys, anybody want to hit me up and say I'm wrong here? I think a couple of them was admirals. I think it was some admirals was involved in this stuff, man.
That's dirty and dangerous, man.
You know what I mean? That's at the highest level right there, man. I could be wrong. I mean, please let me know, you know, but I think they was at the highest level up there, man.
And this ain't the first case of bribery in the military, Navy, either.
Yeah. I mean, I know some people do some wild shit out there. I mean, I know this story this guy was telling me about, this story that happened on his commands, man. They was doing a pre-com ship or whatever, right? And they had these cats that was they had televisions, because you know when you get that first ship, man, they want to put these TVs in all these places or whatever on the ship, you know, kind of like ship morale type stuff, you know what I mean? So if they want to watch TV, you know, after working hours or play video games and all that type of stuff, but the ship was buying these televisions, like say they bought, well, the ship only need 100 TVs, and say they done bought like 300 or 400 TVs, and they pretty much, some of them, they selling them out of their garage and shit, man.
That's crazy, man.
Selling these TVs, man.
We had a LS when I was at the Navy. Well, I don't remember the rate of the seller, but when I was at the Navy Academy, we had a seller who was buying music instruments and getting them sent to her house. And these are like,
what kind of side can you say to do that?
She had the information to get them, and these were like the you know, really expensive things. You know, I remember one time you giving out like Oakleys, man, just to people, like, hey, take these Oakleys. Nobody knew, like, man, she got grand pianos back at the house,
goodness, man.
But yeah, so we had a case like that. But people do it a lot. I had somebody tell me about somebody that was taking like ghee dunk, which are snacks for the civilians, but like ghee dunk machines, and back to their house and their place of work and stuff like that. So those things happen a lot on a smaller scale than the Fat Leonard thing.
Yeah, man, that's wild, man. I just read that story, man, about the whole Fat Leonard thing, man. I was kind of taken back a little bit. About like, how can you get away with that on that level for so long, man? Like, for so long, how can you get away with that stuff? And when you know someone knows, you know, someone knows about it, and once they start investigation, you know.
So you saw what happened, right? Did you see, like it was a whistleblower, like an officer, I forgot his rank, I think like a LT, a lieutenant commander or something like that, but the dude kind of like saw that it was happening, like, hey, this is going on, and try to blow the whistle. I think they try to deflect it once.
Oh yeah. So speaking of that, he had somebody that was in there that was pretty much shooting it down. As this person was talking about it, they said they had a guy that was there deflecting it.
That's crazy.
So as the information come in, they was deflecting it.
Yeah.
So I guess that kind of like was one of the reasons why it kept going for so long too, because he had inside people, man. he had people in the inside, man, shooting it down.
It was all made up the way it should have been. He died, right? Did he die?
I don't know if he died or not.
He got sick.
Find out, but I know he got sick.
Yeah.
I know he got sick, but I don't know if he died or not.
Yeah, he got sick. I don't know if he died. I think he passed away, but somebody will tell us if he's dead or not.
Yeah, most definitely.